Good afternoon. Welcome to Hardwood Turning in the Stable Studio. Without further ado, I'll introduce my earworms today. Do that. There we go. We've got Mark the Gentleman Wood Turner.
Hello.
And we've got Pete from Twisted Tree.
Hi everyone.
Mark's here to give artistic advice. Pete's here to give technical advice.
Blimey, no pressure then.
Or the other way around, whichever. I don't really care. What are we going to do today? Oh, it's Queen's Jubilee Day today. So it might not be too many people in watching. It's a bank holiday yet. But congratulations to Her Majesty the Queen on managed to make 70 years as a ruler. Amazing. And
Fantastic.
head of our armed forces to boot. So what are we going to do today? We're going to have a look at this piece of wood. So I've cheated a little bit, guys. I've already got this piece of birch on the lathe, and I've turned the outside into a simple bowl shape. And I've got a foot ready, and I've got the mortise ready, and I've done a little tiny bit of texturing on the inside. It's already sanded up to 400, so we're not going to take all day turning the outside and getting it sanded. So what I want to do with this is
get yourself off screen so you can see that on a phone screen.
All right. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, forgot about that. There we go. There you go. It's on the full screen now. While you're there, keep me right. We're going to texture the outside from about the middle of the curve somewhere. Leave the bottom plain, and then texture and colour this top half. So we'll have a look at that and see what happens. And I'll go and put a mark on this first, and maybe one of you guys will tell me who's actually in.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
Right, so far then we've got Lewis the Klondike Craftsman, Brian with the Y, Chris Dodds, with turnings by Barry's had to shoot off because he's got the grandkids, but he'll catch up later.
Right.
Ward Wilson, Greg Alexander, Clint of Wood Dancers, Terry Bartlett, Todd of Glen Cove, Stephen Madden, the Wood Dude, Roger Kent, Wesley Hanna, Michelle Higgins, Paul Houghton, Chris from Bailey Woodworks, and that's the bottom of the list.
Good.
Doug Miller's just popped in. Hello, everybody.
Yep. Welcome along, everybody. So I'm going to try and texture this now with a Proxon. This little guy here, long neck and angle grinder with the original cutter that comes with a Proxon. So I'm going to try it on the tool rest, just about there somewhere, and we're just going to take from the line I've just made out across to the edge with a slight downward action, with the lathe running at 80 revs per minute, or as slow as I can get it to go here. So we'll just try that. You know you're going slow when you can hear the chuck clunking.
Woodwork Learners in.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy. How you doing, mate? Andy, I apologise. I called you Andrew yesterday.
It's close. So that's 84 revs.
I didn't want him to think he was in trouble.
Well, actually, we should call him Andrew all the time because I'm sure his mother called him Andrew when he was in trouble. And that's pretty much all the time.
Pretty much all the time, yeah.
We have an overhead, Brian. Sorry, mate.
There you go. I'm just trying to get that to trail so that it trails across and doesn't bite too much. There we go, that's that.
Terry from TJ Turnings in. Hi, Terry.
Let's have a look at that. Stop that. Right, that's just made a bit of a mess that. So we'll do it a little slower. We'll stop the lathe and we'll just do some lines out this time. That's better, I like that now. It's adding a bit more texture to it. Rotating the lathe didn't really work too well.
Woodart then said, Andrew is my trouble name. Paul is what Brian calls me. Others just call me, oh no, it's him.
Oh, I've called you loads of things.
Paul's probably one of the better things he's called you.
Yep.
Lewis says, all hail the badge.
What was the badge?
Lewis also said, this must be an embellishing wax project.
Wifey Woodshed
said, looks dangerous.
Not really.
These specialist wood carving tools are nothing like an angle grinder with a wrong blade on it.
Yeah, no.
They are balanced. They are built. The revs
for the
right.
job, yeah.
They are scary. They are scary. I mean, I use what do I use? I use one of them anyway.
Chainsaw.
No, I don't use a chainsaw with a running lathe. But they are scary, but they don't bite hard.
No, they don't, no. And the reason I was doing it in a downward arc is so it goes with the tool, or it was going with the turn of the lathe, just to try and see what effect I could get. But I wasn't very happy with it, so I changed my mind. As you do.
Yeah.
And now I'm just filling in the little gaps that's left to get some kind of different, add a little bit extra to the texture. That's all I'm doing.
Lewis says, not dangerous when you have both hands on the tool and none on the piece, the way Brian is expertly demonstrating. Very true. I want to make stuff.
Joined us. Good afternoon.
He says he's been watching the Queen's Wrath. It's not her birthday.
It's actually the Queen's birthday parade today.
Yeah, it is actually a birthday today. Saturday is the actual official Jubilee.
It's the official Queen's birthday today, yep. That's what they put in the colours about. The Queen's birthday. It just happened to fall on the same weekend as the Jubilee, yeah.
Actually Sunday, isn't it? Yeah. Yep. Anniversary.
Yep.
Because her actual birthday is April 21st.
That's correct.
Yep. She has to have two.
As my sister loves to remind me because it's her birthday too.
Oh, well, that's why you're reminded that.
But does your sister have two birthdays?
She likes to try.
Yeah. If she can get away with it, why not?
Yeah. Andrew says, or Andy says, that would be lots safer if the piece was held in an SK114.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
You're just going to have to buy one, mate.
Yeah, no.
No, it just says you can't buy one now.
I'm not allowed to buy one now, apparently.
Even if they're free, you can't have one.
Wesley Hannah's birthday is the 21st of April as well.
If there's one coming for free, it's coming. But, yeah. I'm not intending to buy one. I could have actually had the extractor on for that, couldn't I? So now I'm just going to sand this back a little bit so as it's not too gnarly. And that's just a quick run with 80 grit just along the top, just to take any really sharp bits off. That's good. And I'll go straight to 240.
Woodward learns that don't buy one. We'd have to find something else to nag him on.
Yep, exactly.
Don't worry, we could.
We'll find something
I'm
else.
I'm sure there'll be something. I'm sure.
Pete, Terry and I, we've got a book with a list of things. Just
So,
SK114 is at the top at the moment.
So now we're going to colour this a bit. We're going to
We are
hog
fair.
today,
We also
guys.
have a book for each other as well. So
We do, yeah.
What I need to do is just clean out that little groove that I made first.
His
Because
shoes are on the list as well.
What shoes?
Those red ones.
My red shoes. Just tidy that up again. What's wrong with my red shoes? My red safety shoes?
Can't say anything because we're not on that portion of the list.
Oh, you're not at that list yet. Okay, right. That's fine.
Eric says, before you start painting, go for your lathe. Good idea.
Nah, don't be ridiculous. What would you want to do that for?
Put something down over the bedways.
For goodness sake.
Put your board on the bed.
For goodness sake, what a nag. I'm doing it. Yeah, look, yeah. I'll use the little one. Like, there you go. Is that all right?
Yes.
Happy now?
Yes.
You happy now?
Yes. Eric will be ecstatic.
I'll please you. I'll please Eric a bit more too. There you go, Eric. Look, I'll put this down as well. There you are now, Eric. You happy now, Eric?
It's only because you want to use up all that paper.
That please you now, Eric. So airbrush, and the colour I'm intending to use, because it's Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee, and I haven't got any platinum, so I'm going to use a Regal colour, and the best thing I've got is plum. So what I want to do is I'm going to spray into the texturing and try and avoid the bottom here if I can without any, and fill up the texturing, and then I'm going to sand it back again. So I've got the colour deep into the, you can't really see that, can you? You'll see it.
See it as it comes around. Eric says he's so happy now.
Well, that's good, Eric. I'm pleased you're happy. So we'll have the bottom texture nice and dark. Hopefully.
TJ Turner says he's got to go as he's on holiday. See you all
Surprise.
later.
yeah, get back from that holiday.
Hi, Terry.
Terry.
See you later, buddy.
It's not like him to be on holiday, is it?
No, not at all. No, he's never on holiday.
We tried chaining him to the lathe, but he's still got out.
I just opened up the nozzle a little tiny bit there. This was Mark's idea, by the way, guys.
Hey,
So you know, this was Mark's idea.
don't blame me.
I'm personally quite torn on this texturing, Mark.
Oh, yeah?
Spend all that time getting the wood to feel smooth and lovely to touch. And then you
And then-
basically return it to a worse state than when you started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
but sometimes texturing can be quite tactile.
Sometimes, yeah. So I'm torn
I do
on it.
admit-
I do it, and some pieces of wood call for it.
Yeah.
But
Well, this piece of
this
wood is
reverse-
very, very plain.
This reverse painting was my idea. Because he's going to sand all that colour off now in a minute.
yeah,
I hear my dogs barking outside.
Michelle's home then.
I hope Matthew's let them out. No, Matthew's off today.
Michael
just-
McEwen's in.
I'm just trying to get this into the texturing so that it stays there when I sand it.
And Rob from Couple Hour Wood Turning's in.
Hi, Rob.
Hello,
Good
people.
afternoon.
Michael. I'm trying to avoid this bit, but I've got a little bit on it, but I'll come back off again. Right. I think that'll do. With the plum. And the next colour I want after that is ruby.
Andy said, Mark, can you do a drawing to show us what Brian should be guessing?
Well, no, because apparently I can't draw.
There's no apparently about it, Mark. You just can't draw.
Take
How
that
very
away.
dare you.
How very dare you is right. I mean, I thought his drawing the other day was almost spectacular.
Still got
He's
it.
having professional
Still here.
lessons.
David J. Heath, Skill for Carpenters in.
Hey, David. Welcome along.
And so is Paul Finley wood turning it home.
Hi, Paul. Extractor's not doing very much, is it? I might have done a whole lot more if I switched it on.
That tends to work better.
That's Mark's fault. He forgot to tell me. Let's have a look at that. A little bit more, I think. I'll pick me up around this edge. So I'm not putting any pressure on this. I'm just letting the sandpaper do the work. I think that should be about right now. Get it. There we go. That's good.
Yeah, see, like that.
Happy with that.
Might be worth just giving that a blow off with an airline.
That'll stand out a bit more once I get the. I'm just using the airbrush because it's attached to my airline currently, so that'll do. And I'll just sand this back again, back to 400. To get rid of the colour of that. For the intention was to leave that plain.
Do you want to go to the side cam? That's it.
Glenn has joined us from the Isle of Man.
Hi, Glenn.
Afternoon,
Welcome
Glenn.
along,
Hi,
buddy.
Glenn. How you doing, buddy? Having fun?
Have you set a track record yet, Glenn?
Yeah, push your time over the mountain.
Average lap speed is 135 mile an hour, I think.
Wow,
Be nothing for Glenn.
it's crazy, isn't it?
It is on
It's
those roads, yeah.
Give that a bit of a dust off. Okay.
Nice. Glenn's just done 2 laps of the mountain section.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah.
That would be an experience, I would think. Right.
Stephen's asked,
Now.
Wood Dude's asking for a friend. Will there be any embellishing wax involved in this project?
No. That's the answer. So now I'm going to put some, that was plum in the bottom. I'm torn between ruby and honey. I think I'll use honey on here. And hopefully that'll not tone down the ruby too much. Put the bits of paper back. Save Eric having a fit again. Same idea, just trying to keep it on the texturing bit. Leave the little bit of bare wood underneath.
Todd's asking,
I might actually
is this a gift for the Queen?
Could be.
Oh no, Glyn, you have our
She wants
sympathies.
What's wrong?
He says, oh my God,
Joe's singing.
Joe's
no,
singing.
Not on the outside. She can sing on the inside. Yeah, Glenn, just.
Yeah, but you've got to practice.
Yeah, warm up them vocal cords, Joe, because you're going to need it in a minute. Right, I think I will put a bit of ruby on there too. But I'm just going to feather it on a little bit. I'm going to try and just put it on the edge.
Bold move.
I know.
Lewis says it's the Tiger King bowl. She does,
Okay.
yeah.
It does look a bit tigerish right now. So just let that dry for a minute or two. It does look a bit tigerish right enough. So I'm brushing it from I'm using the towel from the light colour up into the dark. So as not to get rid of the light colour. And I'm just going to re-sand this bottom bit.
I would suggest, when you seal this, to use a spray sealer.
Yep. So I'm just going to take the paint back off of here again, using the 400 grit again. Yeah, hence the reason for putting that line in there. Yep. Oops, got the microphone caught in my collar. Right. Sanding sealer. We shall use cellulose sanding sealer. Chestnut Products, cellulose sanding sealer.
Lewis wants to know if Mike Walt was consulted for this project.
Nope.
Hodgepodge is in. There are.
Took the bull by the horns and just went for it myself.
Hi, Robert. How you doing, bud?
Should be enough, I think. Over there. How's everybody's bank holiday weekend going? Everybody got anything exciting planned for this weekend?
Yeah, I'm sewing up blanks.
Yeah. You're processing.
No.
You have nothing planned, partner? You're not going over to Kim's this weekend?
Yeah, we're going up to Stratford-on-Avon on Sunday.
Ooh, lovely.
For a couple of days.
Excellent.
I hope the weather's nice. It's really nice to sit down by the river in Stratford when it's a sunny day.
Yeah, we've got a hotel right on the river.
Well, you'll be going on one of them silly punt things, will we? No doubt.
Hopefully. It's always a good opportunity to fall in.
Yeah, or count the boat and dump Kim in. Apparently they're quite hard to get wrong anyway, aren't they?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Todd. Yeah, it was good fun yesterday.
So just give that a quick buff off. De-nib it a little bit, if you like. Now, if I was brave, I could do some embellishing wax on that colour, couldn't I? But I'm not about to. Because I ain't that brave.
No, you have to do the course first.
Just get all them little bits of paper off of there. And now we need to put a finish on that. Sanding sealer. We've used Hampshire Sheen, I think. We'll just use Hampshire Sheen High Gloss on the bottom. And lightly over the texturing.
Terry Bartlett's grandson's first birthday on Saturday. Oh, bless.
Oh, bless her, right? Yeah.
Soon be old enough to get him on a lathe.
Yep. Not long he's going to school. It's his first birthday. It doesn't belong coming round. I always try and tell people who have children to, and really do make sure they enjoy the early years of their children, because they will be gone in a flash.
They certainly are. Had my granddaughter around yesterday afternoon after Mark's live, and well, she's 6 going on 30 now.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? So I'm just trying to wipe that the little bit of wax that's on that tissue, just on the tops of the texturing, so it's not going down into it. Although the tissue is getting caught in there a bit.
Dave Oatie's just joined. Hi, Dave.
Give that a second or two and we'll buff that up.
Watch this. And the later years are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, from about 11 onwards, yeah.
Chris Dodd says, Tiger, burning bright. Just asking.
It's a bit tigerish looking. I think we should really start to pester Martin about getting some different colours on his intrinsic colour range. I have a feeling some brighter colours are required.
Yeah, it's a difficult one with stain to get it brighter.
Yeah, it is, aye.
It tends to be paint that gets bright.
There's little bits of paper stuck in there. They'll come off in the fullness of time. Once I get it. There we go. It's nice.
Tried mixing the intrinsics to make different colours?
What was that, Pete? Sorry.
Just wondering if anybody's tried mixing the intrinsics to make different colours.
No, I certainly haven't anyway.
I haven't, no.
You can add white to some of them to make them more pastel.
They do. I go really pastel colours. I did that with the table lamp
once.
thing I made.
Did that once. I haven't done it since. But
didn't like the effect.
No.
But it certainly changes the colour. I'll just turn this over now.
Glenn's hit the nail on the head. He says he looks very African.
African, yep, okay.
That brush you were using, is that quite stiff bristled?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a stippling brush?
It is yeah. It's like for doing stencils and stuff.
Stippling.
So you kind of, well, that's how you do stencils. You stipple it rather than brush it.
Yeah.
But that's what it's designed for.
It's like a tappy hammer.
Yeah.
It's a tappy hammer. It's for tapping, you fool.
It's for tapping rather than humming. Yeah. Right. Where's my screwdriver?
Andy wants to know, didn't you try mixing the intrinsic colours on the floor?
I did, yeah. There's a nice reddy, browny, yellowy patch on my floor.
The ceiling, the lathe.
That wasn't so much mixing. That was firing it around the place. Yeah, and I've painted the wall since then.
Yeah, I have quite a
Everything's back
large
to it.
area of green floor, forest green, in fact.
Put that back on the chuck. But I don't know if
I
you can see
dropped
the
it.
floor. Yeah, well, I have some. Maybe I don't know if that camera will show it or not. There is a patch of sort of reddish, brownish, yellowish kind of marks on the floor there. That's intrinsic colours.
He says that. It's actually the remains of the last person who asked him about buying an SK114.
I can neither
Wood
confirm or
says
deny that.
the best one to change him is white, but he finds the spirit stains are more vibrant. Yeah, I think I agree with that.
The spirit stains are more vibrant from chestnut products. Absolutely.
Different to work with, but definitely more colourful.
Yeah.
Possibly more paint-like.
Hodgepodge has a good question.
Yes.
Will you be doing the same texture on the inside rim? He thinks if it's wrapped around to the inside, that would look really cool.
Oh, does he now? I'm not
Good luck
sure.
with that.
I'm not sure how I was thinking about doing that. I was just thinking of doing the inside kind of plain. To be fair. Let's just take out this inside bit first. I did the inside rim earlier. On that camera. I did this inside rim earlier. So I just need to take out a bit in the middle first, just to make sure it's flat. It's a real yellow tinge in that somewhere, isn't there? I have an issue with this tool I'm using. This handle on the end keeps coming slick. Extension handle.
They do.
They're a bit of a pain, to be honest. Just drop that tool rest a fraction. I'm going to speed that lathe up a bit. That might be better.
Yeah, I'm forming the opinion that apart from hollowing tools where you want to vary the length, these screw-on handles are for on-the-road demonstrators, not for wood-turning shops.
Yeah. Heather from Spirit Wind, Woodstone and Bonusing. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather. Welcome along.
And Andy suggested PTFE tape on the thread will stop that, Brian.
Okay, well, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Well thought on it, yeah. Yeah, will we leaving a wide rim or just a thin rim? I'm going to leave it natural on the inside, I think. So I don't think we want too much of a rim on it. I think we'll just leave about half an inch there and we'll see how that looks like. Let's go with that.
Yeah, you have to leave enough to roll the edge.
There'll be no rolled edge on this one. It's a mighty big cut, Brian. As well, we're just getting rid of wood now, isn't it?
Just hogging it out.
Yep. And now we'll start to pay a bit more attention. I think that's okay.
We're just over the half-hour mark.
That's good.
You've got 44 watching, but only 18 of them like it
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. because the others haven't put their thumbs up. So
now we'll try and get a decent sort of finishing cut down this wall.
Todd Grenko said, "What kind of wood is that? Since Ben is not here, I know it's not walnut."
It's birch.
Now, Brian, can I ask you a question?
Yes, mate.
Did you use that gouge to turn the outside of the bowl?
Did I use it? Yeah, but it's been sharpened since. Are you thinking it's a bit blunt?
For a finishing cut?
It's actually producing some really nice little shavings there now. Tiny little wispy shavings. It's good. It's nice down to about there now, so we'll think about doing something else out across the bottom. And just
Almond Grimo's joined.
just slide that on out gently, taking light cuts this time.
Heather's going to make a bowl similar to that for Sick Kids Hospital raffle this weekend. She thinks she's going to make it from walnut.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, you were there, Douglas. I did say that you'd popped in.
Hi, Douglas.
Yeah, but Douglas is now paranoid because Lewis keeps locking him out. So.
That's true.
Let me get rid of some of this in the centre now.
Lewis has been given a pair of mittens. So he can't actually use his fingers while he's watching lives.
That's one of my favourite cuts there.
See, I'm not fond of that cut.
No, neither am I.
Why?
So much can go wrong so quickly.
Yeah.
Well, it can if you get to the bottom and you don't close the face of the... You get to the bottom and don't close the face over, you can catch the bottom wing and it can make a rapid mess. But because I'm just letting the tool do the work, there's no pressure. I'm not putting any pressure going towards the headstock. I'm just allowing the tool to take the little shavings off it. And as I get near the bottom, I'm rotating the tool closed. That's why it's starting to scrape there. So you're turning it into just using the wing as a scraper at the bottom. But I'm just removing stock to get down to a place where I can do a finishing cut across the bottom.
Yeah. Robert agrees with you. He loves that cut. It's so quick at waste removal. And yeah, it is efficient. I just don't really enjoy doing it much.
The problem is, what you almost did then, Brian, is why I don't like doing that cut.
What? Get it on the upside.
There you fell off the cone, and you had to stop yourself from getting the gouge onto the bottom of the bowl.
Yeah, that's why no downward. That's why no pressure towards the headstock.
Yeah,
you just have
but
to
if
let the tool do the work.
If you do fall off that cone,
oh, you can, aye.
You have to be on top of it fast. It's not a beginner's cut, for sure.
No.
No.
go stop that and put that in a little bit closer so as I can get a bit more support.
I want to make stuff
And
said.
kind of
Just had my
check the
Simon
depth.
Hope hollowing tool turn up. So we'll be
Ooh.
learning how to use that this afternoon.
Oh, Brian, stop a sec.
Stop.
Just had a thought.
Go on, then.
Just had a thought. That disc you've got in the bottom there, if you use a skew as a scraper and just turn that into a bit of a raised button, wouldn't that make an
Sunset
interesting? Wouldn't that make an interesting feature in what is essentially a plain inside?
There's a real
Just-
plain bit of wood right now.
Just thinking out loud before you got rid of it.
And before you take it off altogether. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Let me-
just round it down to make it like a raised button.
Let me just have a look, see where we are depth-wise.
Sorry, Pete, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's
there.
all right.
to the
Yeah,
side
you
of
have
that
to
one.
stop them at that point.
Yeah, I've got about a quarter of an inch left in the bottom of that, or maybe half an inch.
Lewis says, skew as a scraper, who does that? Well,
I have no idea.
there are people who have been known to.
Not Lewis, surely. So I'm going to try and take another cut just along the bottom here because there's a tiny little ridge just there.
The only
So
reason I
one I
said
can
it,
think-
because that looks the perfect size. Happy accident and all that.
I'm just going to try and take another little cut down here using this bow gouge, which is cut to 60 degrees, and just slide it straight across and see what happens.
Yeah,
Just
going back
to
to
try
where I
and-
was, I want to make stuff says, if the Simon Hope doesn't turn out right, then he's going to blame Brian.
Good.
And if he's not in hospital, there'll be a video tomorrow.
Even better.
All I can say is that Simon Hope is more efficient than you think.
Yes.
And the first few 6-inch or so vases that you try with it, expect the inside to be bigger than the outside.
Because that cutter will remove wood like you won't believe.
Yeah.
And it's such an enjoyable process. You'll be going at it and all of a sudden, there's nothing left.
You'll be out through the side. Don't ask me how I know.
Douglas says he thinks the bowl's moving. It's an illusion from where Brian's done texturing on the outside. Because the texturing on the outside rim is uneven.
That's terrible.
Royce the boy got a badge yesterday, apparently. He said, don't tell Terry.
What kind of badge?
I would imagine it's the tutor's badge.
And Heather said she's just watched a video on Instagram. Buddy was using an SK114 chuck. They must be good. They are.
They are.
Certainly.
I can't even answer that.
Woodwork Learner said, I tried to hollow the inside of a very small bowl this morning, but the wood is so punky and the dry balls just crumble in places. Scraper or a bowl gouge? Bowl gouge. If it's
Yeah.
punky, don't use a scraper on it.
It does
So
depend on the
just-
timber to some extent, but normally if you scrape punky wood, it will just tear out chunks.
So rather than use my skew as a scraper, Mark, I just used the proper scraper. But I'm going to use the skew now just to define that edge. There. Is that what you want? Something like that.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just doing something.
Sorry.
You're looking up I Want to Make Stuff channel.
Yeah, I'm just going to put a link in.
I've already done it.
Oh, wake up, Mark.
Sorry, somebody was saying they couldn't find the channel, so I just pasted the link in there.
Well, I've done it above
You've done
you.
it.
Mine says
Below
it's
me on
above
my
you.
screen.
I Want to Make
On
Stuff
mine,
is
it's above.
Aston, isn't it?
Yes.
I think I might slow that later in a little bit.
Shane Hurst has just joined.
Hi, Shane.
Why have you gone super close up?
Just so you could see that bowl. Do you want to come back out again?
Badly out of focus, but
Or was it? Sorry.
yeah, that's
Change it.
better.
Is that focused now?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, what harm there?
Very blurred.
Oh, wait a minute, I'll stop it. That's maybe, it's trying to find it because it's moving. Try that.
That's better.
Is that better now?
Yep.
That's the camcorder. Try if it's moving and you try to reset the focus, it doesn't know what it's looking at.
Yeah, I have that problem as well.
It has a terrible time finding it. Yeah, that's usually when you've had a few Doombar stuff.
Yeah.
Doombar does that.
Apparently so. I couldn't tell you because I don't drink it that much.
It makes keyholes move around when you're trying to get the key in the door as well.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a trick. That way down a bit further. So that was 120 grit. Let's have a quick look in there and see if we got any tool marks or tear out or anything left. The answer to that is no.
Because if you do texture that button in the middle, then Joe's rehearsal of her singing might be pointless.
Is that a cunning ploy to get Joe not to sing?
Saying
Well, she's
nothing.
already singing, so she's practicing. So Glenn's already
So what
enjoying it.
I could do is I could finish the inside and then texture that at the end.
You could, yeah.
Mark Stroughton has joined. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. Welcome along.
What have you done with Jennifer?
Yeah, where is Jennifer? Come to think of that.
Mark, is there something you want to tell us?
Not particularly. He says not particularly.
Not anything that might incriminate me, no.
Let's take a little bit of 240 sandpaper. And just tidy up that edge. It has a little black mark on it.
Apparently she sat in the garden. She's not under the patio at all.
She sat in the garden, not under it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. Huh? I think that'll do. Think so. Sandy, seal that. Might as well just use the spray stuff again, eh? Maybe we'll do. Just clean it off a little bit. See, I've got some shavings here. I might as well use them, eh?
Yeah, that's true.
May as well.
Don't often have the shavings. I'll just give that a little.
They don't usually get time to hit the floor before you move them up.
Usually. That'll do. That'll be enough.
Lewis says, colour that circle. I thought you were going to.
Colour the circle.
Yeah.
You're a bit late
No
now.
worries. No, you still can. You still can.
Oh, I tell you what I might do. I might use
Go-
gold, but I
go
might
for
use
it.
gold. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go gold leaf it.
It's fine.
That's what I'll do. I think. If not, why
Quit
not?
it. Do a quit.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it now.
Roy's the
Wait for
boy
the
was
sun.
given a small
Waiting
piece
for
of
the
fogwood yesterday,
bogwood.
7
I'm
inch
waiting for.
by inch and a half,
Nice.
by 1 inch, so spindle.
I'm just waiting for the sanding sealer to dry off a bit. And we'll use the shavings again. Just to burnish that off a little bit.
Lewis says, gold leaf with tiger stripes. This explains the shoes. Does.
Well, I'll use copper leaf then. Oh no, I haven't got any copper leaf left. Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. Don't be starting loose. So, a little bit of Yorkshire.
He's a bit of a troublemaker sometimes, isn't he?
He's becoming so. He never used to be. He used to be real
It's our-
Canadian.
I think it's our influence.
You know, he used to be real Canadian, but now he's kind of getting a bit like yourself. I think he's been talking to you for too long.
Excuse me. How very dare you?
Very dare I is right.
Oh, Canadian Cornish, they both start with a C, don't they?
Who's Cornish? Don't you dare. Don't you dare call me Cornish.
Oh, Mark, you live in Cornwall.
There was an international incident right there.
Oof.
Turn the speed down, you idiot.
Your
Down to
dwelling is
500.
south of the border, Mark. You're definitely Cornish.
You're not living Bude. Is that not Cornwall?
It is, but I was
Yep.
born in Devon.
Oh, right. Oh, God, I wonder
Yeah,
what
Devon
that noise
kicked him
was
out.
then.
He had to go to Cornwall.
Careful, because Dave Otis in the chat. And he's Cornish.
Oh, these are bold. I think it's terrible.
Well, I'll be down there next Friday night, so.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
You got your passport handy?
Dave.
Yep.
Straight up, mate. Dave, if you can get over to Butte tomorrow, next Friday, 3 of us can go out for a drink.
Oh, no. That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
I mean, obviously you'd have to drink Coke. But come over anyway.
Did I hear a tunnel opening there?
No, you didn't.
No, not this time of day.
I'm not used to hearing it all my lives. I'm thinking, must be time to finish, is it?
No, it's only evening was a drink tins.
No, that's all right.
You're 7 minutes short of the hour.
That's all right.
Just packing my sack of goodies for take down to Mark.
Don't be taking too much now.
Well, he's got almost a full bag of bits and pieces already.
Oh, thank you.
Just play with the Yorkshire grit until it starts to disappear, or it feels smooth under your cloth.
My view would say Peter will be claiming you put the jam on first next, Mark. No, you don't put jam on scones at all, ever. You use cheddar cheese and real strawberries.
Cheese and strawberries. And
And-
you're from Bristol. You're from Bristol, Pete. Is that right?
Somerset, yep.
Somerset. Okay.
Yeah. And you don't have tea with it, you have cider.
They're strange up there.
Cider and scones. Sounds like a good combination to me.
Works
Devon
well.
exists to keep the Somerset people away from the Cornish people.
Yeah.
With a safety barrier in between.
That's what they. I hope Joe's singing now.
We also keep the Cornish away from everyone else. We maintain their existence by keeping them contained.
Okay.
We limit their spread. Dave's sitting there grinding his teeth now.
tried that at Hadrian's Wall. Didn't work.
Lewis says Canadians don't cause trouble. Followed by
No.
except Ruby. She's all kinds of trouble. Yep.
Poor Ruby's not even here today. She's getting abused.
Dave, you know I don't mean it. Actually, Dave, I'm the only one that's allowed to take the mickey because I'm from Devon.
Yeah, Wavy Woodshed says black pepper on the strawberries. Absolutely.
Yes, works it. That's amazing. Balsamic vinegar and strawberries as well.
I'm making another decision here. We're going to put a bun line around that little mark on the bottom. I'm going to put a little groove in it and put a bun line in it.
Christos says, don't they know how to make jam in Somerset? No, we don't use sugar. We just eat them fresh.
Applesauce.
Let's have some our favourite Hampshire sheen again. Hampshire sheen.
Woodwork learner says Devon where men are men and sheep are ...
Sheep are, for men and men, sheep are scared. Apparently.
It's actually Devon men, strong in the arm, thick in the head.
Oh, there's nothing about that at all.
Don't disagree with that too.
Oh.
Everybody in the chat,
bread.
and everybody that was in Wayne's chat yesterday, and everybody that was in the other chat on the other thing, said embellishing wax in the middle.
Get lost. Embellishing wax.
Developing a reputation for embellishing wax.
And I don't use it.
What you mean say is you can't use it.
Can't and don't.
Well,
Okay.
You don't use it well.
Yeah. or I use it very badly. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Or you use it incorrectly.
Badly. I'm actually getting to become friendly with this little knob in the middle.
Yeah,
Like
see?
that now.
I have my moments.
It's a good idea you had, Mark. Damn. That's two good ideas you had today. Oh my God. I'm never going to live this down. We'll be hearing about this forever. Right, bun line on that. So I want to put a little, just a highlight ring around it and then burn it. This will be interesting. Just there. Find something to burn it with. This will be. Loads of speed. Yeah, loads more speed. Come on.
More speed. Speed is your friend.
Oh, I didn't say that. I did not say that. That was Pete.
The last time Mark said something like that, the piece flew off.
I almost killed somebody.
JP. And almost killed JP.
So although I did say those words, I was actually quoting Mark. So
yeah,
still Mark's fault.
I still want to
right,
funny.
so what am I doing with this? Am I decorating this with some kind of colour or something?
Right. Douglas Monk going to put in multicolour leaf? Question mark.
I haven't got any multicolour leaf. I've only got gold leaf. I'm poor.
Can't be red.
Can't be red.
No, it can't be red.
What about some of these?
What about burnt orange?
What about
I think it was Roy earlier on said bit of texture on the middle and then colour it with felt tips.
I'm not sure the felt tips will take now. You'd have to
Well, if you texture
clean
it,
that.
then you just
It can be
you
red.
cut through that.
Can't be
Can't
red.
be red, no,
Why not?
because it'll make it look like a bullseye or a boil. Oh, you're brave.
Blue? Metallic blue?
No, I think it needs to pick up something on the outside. That might
Oh,
work.
metallic brown, which actually goes kind of goldy coloured, if you like.
That might work, actually, yeah.
What else have I got? How about pink?
No,
Yes, it's back in the drawer.
what do you like?
I'm thinking
That-
maybe it has to be that.
Yeah, I think that works.
There's a problem now, of course. I have to paint it on, don't I?
Right, before you do that,
I better sand it.
hold on. We're
Yes.
doing this ball by committee here.
Yeah, go on then.
What do you think, Pete, about what I've said in the chat?
What have you
Yeah.
said in the chat?
Texture lines like sun around the outside.
Needs texture. What from here? Out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
With the prox on? With the prox on?
Oh, I don't know about the Proxon.
No,
prox on's a
I'd
bit
be going
closer.
for
Dremel.
Dremel, or maybe put it spiraling with the Sorby.
The big one.
Yeah.
The big Sorby. Oh, Lewis is saying no on the spot only.
So let's put a little, because there's a spiral in the foot. So let's just put a little spiral on here.
Yeah.
Using the mini. Using the mini.
On the raised bit.
No, I don't think the mini.
Just on the raised bit, just there.
No, I think the big one.
Nah, it's too big.
No, I'd go mini on the raised bit.
It's too
I'd go
big,
big
man.
if you're going to go outside of that.
All right, if you're doing the inside, use the mini. Yeah. If you're doing lines on the outside, I'd use the big one.
That's the spiraling tool. Or is that? No. Yeah. Or
Lewis
do I
is
need to
saying match the outside, but I think matching the base is probably a better bet.
Yeah.
So they give you this fancy knurled knob here with a hole through the middle of it, but they don't give you a tool to adjust it with.
Yeah, they do. Use the Allen key.
No, the
Oh, yeah,
Allen key
okay.
doesn't. The Allen key doesn't fit it.
Well, have another Allen key that'll fit through the hole.
No, I just ground the end of it to make it fit. I just ground the end of this one round to make it fit. Very simple. Oh, very simple.
So I can't speak. I'm laughing too much. Hodgepodge.
What's wrong with Hodgepodge now?
Thank you, darling. Guess what I just got,
Oh,
Case?
Lisa's brought the tea.
Hodgepodge says, if you give an audience a spiral, they're going to ask for some embellishing wax.
Oh well, if that's what's needed, that's what's needed. We can always try. What's the worst that can happen? I just take it back off again. Let me just put that over there out of the way for now.
Lewis is now trying to put in some.
Back away. Yeah, back away from this.
Is he?
Yeah,
Is he printed a retraction?
he's got to be there. He's gone back
No,
to being
he's just put in
Canadian
a
again.
disclaimer that gets him out of any contractual obligations.
Camera.
I'm not sure I want you to see this.
If this is going to go wrong, we want to see it happen. Oh, Lord.
Turn the speed down to about 450.
You're not actually supposed to texture in between the lines. You're supposed to texture and then put the lines on.
Yeah, never you worry about that. That's the wrong way around. No, it's in the middle, that's what's wrong. It's not spinning, it's right in the middle. That didn't work very well. That did.
Yeah, I know 500 is the speed, but because you're in the middle, I might go a bit faster on that.
Too late. Too late. The spiral is done.
Done.
The spiral is done. But now I need to quickly sand that back down again. So we'll just use a piece of 400 paper. Oh, it's time to speed up again. What do you guys like? I thought this was going to be a nice quick live today. I'll just do a nice plain, nice bit of texture on the outside, do a little bit of
Just
a nice
quickly
plain,
sweeping.
a nice plain inside. And now it's turning into a marathon. Beckett.
Oh,
It's all your fault. Am I going to need the airbrush again?
No, I reckon you should go embellishing wax.
I thought
You're
we
just getting
decided.
cause trouble now, Pete.
I thought we decided on that acrylic paint.
No, I've changed my mind again.
God, you're a son of a woman, you are.
I may have changed my mind. May have changed my mind again. Not sure I like that at all, but I'm just going to take some of this. I'm going to have to polish this again, but never mind.
Yep.
Yeah,
Once
no,
again, everybody in the chat has said
Wax.
wax.
Gold wax, 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 wax.
gold fucking
Bronze embellishing wax. You've given them a spiral, give them wax.
The silver
I'm-
one doesn't. The silver one
I'm-
doesn't fit. Bronze,
Just- I'm
gold,
distancing bronze.
black,
I'm distancing myself from responsibility for this.
purple, green.
Bronze. Bronze or
Bronze,
copper.
bronze probably matches the outside more
Brian.
than anything else. Yes,
Brian.
mate.
Don't slather it on. Put it on sparingly.
Ah,
Fingertip application.
you keep telling me that, but it wants to be in the texture,
Hey.
does it not?
Yeah,
Hey,
but you use
look
your
at-
finger and you push it into the texture and don't get
Brian.
it everywhere.
Look at my picture on
What picture?
StreamYard. This, like this. Put it on your thumb. Rub it between your thumb and your finger. Like that. Yes.
I just thought I'd let you see
You're
what
such
you're
a-
doing to me, guys.
Like that. And then just rub it on.
Ah,
You're
this
lucky I
thing-
wasn't doing something else.
yeah, I was hopeful, like this. Like this.
Yes.
Just a tiny
Could have
little
used-
bit.
You could have used gloves,
down
but you
here.
know.
Yeah, but then the
Camera.
gloves don't melt. Oh, so I didn't want to put the camera on.
Look, if you're going to mess it up, we want to see it.
So this has to get down into the texture.
Push it down in with your
Yes.
finger.
Yes.
You don't get it all over the top. Just push it down in.
Exactly, Hodgepodge. Like milking a rat.
Like this. It's a disaster again. Oh, I hate this stuff. Whose idea was this texture stuff? Whose idea was
Everyone.
this?
Everyone's.
What was the chat? Oh, aye. Okay.
Less is more. Doing very good. Oh, you put too much on now.
No, I haven't. No, I
Yeah.
haven't.
You
I
have.
You have. You just put another big blob on your fingers, didn't you? Don't try and hide it by taking it off your fingers now. We saw it.
See, this bit here is not getting any. It's not going down in. Why is it not going down into the texture?
Force the wax into the texture.
Wow.
Yes.
Use the heat of your finger to melt it into there.
That's kind of what I'm doing, but it's not getting in there. I don't like this stuff. Oh,
Because you're cold-blooded, aren't you? You can't warm. You've got
stuck
cold hands.
stuck my fingernail in that there. Tore up my fingernails and everything now.
Try going clockwise. That's the direction of the spiral, isn't it?
JPN Company's right. He says hi. By the way, JPN's in.
Hi,
The
Jeff,
thumb
yeah.
forefinger method is from Nick Agar. Correct. It's meant to hit the high spots in the texture without filling the low spots. No, hold on. That's correct if that's the technique you're trying to employ it for. What we're trying to do is get Brian to force it into the low spots by just using his fingers and not flooding it in like he did the other day with 3.5 pounds of embellishing wax.
She was fine. It was grand.
Although Martin has said you're supposed to use 3 tins on every bowl.
He does.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. He does say use it. I don't like that at all.
Sparingly. Right.
No, he doesn't.
Now, buff off the high spots.
Shavings?
No. Oh, it's too late. Oh, Jesus.
What's wrong with that? That'll get them off. We're done.
Yeah. He's such a sodgy one.
I hate that. I hate texture. I do hate it. I'm going home now. I've had enough.
You are home, you fool.
Oh, I saw him.
You see, I would use a cotton wad for that rather than paper or shavings.
I'll have my drink of tea now.
I know that using cotton rag on glaze on YouTube is frowned upon, but there are times when it works well. Trouble with using paper is it gets caught in the texture.
It does.
Trouble with shavings is it's got an uneven surface, so it gets into the texture.
What are you saying, Mark?
Shavings take off too much.
Is that? You're right.
Oh, Terry. Terry Bartlett says he's just had confirmation that Les Thorne is going to be demoing again at Plymouth Woodturners on Saturday, the 1st of October. Goody.
Oh, there it is. Right. I'll go put some more on this time.
Go clockwise. So shape your spiral.
I gotta go both directions to get it to go into the edges, so as it catches in the edges. Because I'm quite confident now I can get it back out again.
I want to make stuff says Brian's getting annoyed. I feel he'll be bringing out the fire soon. No, Brian's not trustworthy with blow torches.
Yeah, I'm not allowed fire now.
He's not certified for it.
I'm not certified. Or maybe I should be certified, I'm not sure.
Osprey's asked, Brian, do you have one of those icing bags for decorating cakes?
Yeah, hodgepodge. Yeah, that's better now. You can see the drops.
Wood Dude says, as well as an embellishing wax tuition course, he's also doing a texturing class with a discount for pensioners.
Yeah. I need a discount. Yeah, there's nobody learning anything from this except how not to do it.
Putting too much on now.
Right.
We'll try to get just that. Yeah, all right. I can hear you saying whispered stop in my ear.
Stop.
We're done.
Pete whispering as well.
I know, I heard you.
Pete, what were you whispering then?
Stop.
I was doing stop.
Stop! So was I.
You saying stop? Did you say stop? Oh, okay.
Man,
Now.
Have you got any cotton?
I do.
Okay. Chuck some shavings inside it. Make a little, like a French polishing ball.
bag. Yeah.
Goodness sake, I was getting really technical now. In a minute, I'll have to cut a bit up.
Cool.
Let's go there.
I mean, there's absolutely no chance of the cotton getting caught on anything inside that bowl there, so it's perfectly safe.
So we just want a little bit of cotton then. Something like that. Half of that will be fine.
That's not a half bad idea, actually, Pete.
And then
Yeah,
Mark's
well,
just
here.
said. And what Mark's just said.
What? Put the lathe in reverse. Put some shavings in there.
yeah, look,
Wood turnings by
yourself,
Barry is back.
You came
Whatever
back,
that-
Barry. Maybe you
whatever the
shouldn't
French
have.
polishers call that thing they use cotton wool inside it, but a little pad. Just use that.
Camera.
Do I
Don't
have
think
to?
we did. Don't think we didn't notice the subtle camera change then.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Quite
Right,
a bit of
so-
speed.
Quite a bit of speed.
Yeah, you want to make some heat.
Something about 1,000 revs, 1,200 revs. Is that okay?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
Rub it across the text stream to remove the high spots at a 90-degree angle. See? That's how much too much you put on. Now stop and look at it.
Now,
When? Stop and look at it.
there you go. How about that?
So yeah, pretty good.
You can do a little bit more of it, to be honest.
Yeah. Or you could have done with putting less on it.
Yeah, but I had to fill up the
Story of his life.
little gappies. It's fine. I think that's better now.
Chris from Barry Woodwork says, first 30 minutes making the bowl. Next 45, colour in the centre. That works.
Good
That's
value.
better.
There you go.
Lewis says, you are welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Lewis. I think Lewis just guessed at that, you know. So now I have to kind of polish up the outside rim again because it's got a bit kind of scratched up with the shavings and stuff.
And for those who like hunting imaginary creatures, Lewis has put out a public service reminder: moose straw applications need to be in by week's end.
Moose straw. That's strictly for Canadians because there's no moose in there. There's no
Well, moose don't exist, so you know.
moose don't really exist. They certainly don't exist in this country. Well, there might be one in a zoo somewhere. I think.
Enchanted Wood
No.
Designs is in. Hello?
Dave Oakley says, well done, Brian. You're getting better with this embellishing wax. No, I'm not.
Every now and then you'll get a fictional creature called a moose that turns up in Denmark. And if they don't find it and ship them back north, they die from heat exhaustion very quickly. Denmark is too far south. So we don't get them in the UK.
Bailey says, Chris says, now Brian, make another one just like it. Should come in a set.
Yeah, right. You
No.
know what chances of that are?
No. Don't do that.
Zero.
That's a
Set of 6,
one-off.
wasn't it?
Right, we're done.
Dave Oaty said, well done, Brian. You're getting better with embellishing wax.
I
I
know.
disagree, Dave. He's blooming hard work with embellishing wax.
Someone's asked me
Hey.
to draw a moose.
I don't think I'm hard work at all. I think it's just bad coaching. That's what it is. We'll take that off of there. Stick that back in its chuck, buddy. Get that out of the way. Set that there. Go to there. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Put a little bit of shavings on there so you think there's some work being done. One little bowl. With an embellishing bit in the middle. Spiral in the bottom, which is natural. I'm not showing you a spiral. Yeah, you can see that. And coloured on the outside. There we are. We're done.
Well done, mate.
We'll let the hyena back in. There's a moose with a jug on its back. Just so
Oh, that's
everybody
not
can see
bad.
it. There you go.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Oh, sorry, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. There you go.
There you go.
It's actually pretty good, actually. Comparatively, it looks like a cross between a moose and a camel, mate.
Oh, man, take me off the screen.
It's got a real scrawny neck right now.
Put your
Right,
bowl back on.
I'm bringing everybody back on. Okay, put the bowl back on. Go to the overhead for the bowl quickly, just for the finish of it. There we go. There's what it looks like. I don't even know what size it is. It is 9¼ inches across, and it is 2.5 inches deep. Nice little bowl with a little bit of embellishing in the middle and a raised little knobby on the bottom. There you go. And that's what the outside looks like. Quite like that little bowl now. It's nice, like it.
It is nice, yeah.
We're done. Thank you very much for coming in and watching. Thanks to Mark and Pete, as usual, for their input. I'm going to call it input today, I think.
Beaver.
It's a
What must
beaver.
ask me to draw a beaver?
For goodness sake, what is this? What is this? Cartoons with Beckett?
I'm a wood turner, I can't draw.
Andy says he's going for a nap now.
Yeah. Watching Brian, he needs to lie down.
Right, thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks to Mark. Thanks to Pete. Thanks to everybody in the chat for coming in and spending some of your long weekend with me. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you all again on Monday night. Who have we got coming up? Let's see, what day is this? Thursday. We'll have somebody on tonight. I'm not sure whether it's Scott or Andy or...
Got Wayne tomorrow
Or
lunchtime
somebody.
and Steve tomorrow evening.
That's it.
Steve is Pat Carroll interview, isn't it?
No.
Phil Irons.
Phil Irons. Phil Irons
Phil Irons,
tomorrow
that's the
night.
one, yeah.
Special guest
Yeah.
earworm. So that's on at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, guys. If you want to pop over and see that,
Then you'll have
you get a link there someday and stick it in.
Wayne Saturday night.
Yep.
Bigly that while I think about who's on. Sunday lunchtime will be Steve.
Yep.
Then you'll have a couple of premieres Sunday night.
Yep.
Monday lunchtime will be Pete.
Yeah. It'll be Monday lunchtime.
That's
Because
right.
Terry's away on holiday. Monday night
Yeah.
will be Brian.
Yep.
Tuesday will probably be Andy and Keith. One or the other, lunchtime and evening. Wednesday lunchtime will be myself, back again at 1 p.m. Wednesday night will be Wayne, and then we'll be back to this time next week.
Monday night
with,
will be this. This is Monday night's piece.
Brian doing more embellishing wax.
Yeah, no. This will be Monday night's piece. It's a crutch piece.
Ooh.
I don't know what we're going to do with it, but we're going to do something with it. That's Monday night's piece. Back to
Nice.
the right.
Oh,
Let's call it
yeah,
there.
Lewis will have a premiere Monday night too.
Oh, wait, Pete's trying to show us something. So late. There we go. Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah.
Let's see what you've got.
That's Monday lunchtime's piece.
Ooh.
Don't
What
know
is
what
it?
shape it's going to be yet. It's elm.
It's an elm piece, yeah. Excellent.
Nice.
Well, this piece that I've got on
Do
my
box. Do box.
piece go do a box.
I'm thinking bud first because they're all a rage at the moment, and I
Oh,
haven't
they
done
are.
one in a
Cool.
long time.
This piece is magnolia, which lends itself to colouring, so we'll be colouring that with something. But I
Embellishing
think
wax.
we'll go. I think we'll go with spirit stains. Ooh. So that's it. Let's end the broadcast now, guys, and we'll speak to you all again later. Thanks very much for coming in. Bye for now.
Bye,
Cheers for
everybody.
now.